Hello and good morning everyone. So I just thought I'd give you a slightly different video today. It's half term. Oh, let's try to expand this. Oh, let's try. It's half term at the moment in England, and we just thought we'd go for a little family camp. I've done lots of videos outside doing bushcrafting sort of stuff. I just thought it'd bring you along the other side of my family life of how I actually go camping. So at the moment we can see we've got a fairly small car. It's only a Toyota Versa, and it's only a 7-seater. It's an 8-seater, 7-seater, but I've got 6 of us inside the family. So it wasn't until a few days ago when I went and bought myself a roof rack and a roof box just to get some there. Amazon I paid about 60 because I had a £50 voucher, so I only paid about £8. I paid £30 for that for one of my dad's mates. But the car itself was actually a really small car. I'll show you this, the size of the boot, so you get some idea, and then I'll show you what I managed to fit inside of this car. Okay, so you can see here the boot. All it's literally got in it at the moment is raincoats and jackets. Yeah, it's the size of my hand, finger to thumb, and that is the size of our boot. So, bit of an issue. So we've got the middle seat down, but what I did on the way here, this seat went into the middle, that one lifted up, and then the tent actually fitted here. And we strapped it all in to the side of my last sort of sat here, but itself there's actually not too much room. A couple of things went on the floor to people to stand on, and that was really it inside the car. So we'll now see what you can really fit in here if you pack wisely. Okay, so you can see the size of the tent we've got here. It's a Vango Airbeam Tranger 600 XL. So that is our family tent of choice. We did have a 500, my sister had the 600. There's only 4 of them, there's 6 of us, so we just did a swap over. There's an Airbeam tent. It takes me about 10 minutes to pitch the thing up. It takes about an hour to put the thing down. But on the outside of it, because I've got young kids, I use fluorescent. I got these from Go Outdoors. These are glow in the dark tent pegs, so you can actually see those. And then for a little bit added security when we go out, I always put a little bit of carabiner on here. It stops the wind from blowing it up. Also makes it a bit harder to go in. You've got to see that to actually get into it. Right, so inside of this massive tent, what we have our morning shoes, so the wellies. It's a bit of tent kitchen on here. I've got a little glow in the dark sort of mat. We use this to put the shoes on so the kids can get in over there. Due to we've got a young family, 3 of them are autistic, so we've got to make sure we've got some other stuff. And one has a problem with regulating the sugar, so we've got a cool box, electric cool box inside here. It's at the moment it's got rough and really inside. It's got some drinks and some glucose sort of stuff and milk, and that's sort of the side of it. We've got our food storage, which we never bring food with me. I always buy it when I get here because of storage space into the car, and I always bring the minimum of kit possible. So we have the frying pan, we have a big pan, and I have my little bush pot, little bag of utensils, a backup gas stove in case the electrics go down. These are my Poundland little pots. This is my own brand. This is my own brew of seasonings, and then I've got my salts, sugars, and mustard. I've got a second backup lighter on there, chopping board, Bushcraft knife which doubles up as a chopping knife, and some graves, some bowls, some plates, plastic ones, and then some cups. Sort of on there. So very basic. And this is Go Outdoors. I think I paid about £30 for this whole setup. And then we have the most slowest cook in the world, my electric hob. Hence why I do have a backup gas stove. But it's quite nice and easy. It's big enough to prepare, cook all my stuff and go on there. But the problem is the lead itself is only this big. So I've got to bring my extension lead out and place it on top of the fridge when I actually want to cook. Washing up bowl. Due to the car itself, I tend to always just buy the disposable water containers. These are 10-litre container from Poundland for £1, which I'd done a video on not that long ago. Fill this up. At the end of the day, it's really hard to get it back. Then I just tend to discard it. I don't like discarding plastic, so I can get it packed up, but because of what it is, you can't dry it out very well. So that just does it on there, and I use the bags when I go shopping, just to bring the rubbish bags, sort of on there. Washing up bowl with some Jiffy Cliffs. So that's that side of it. Inside of this main of the tent, we'll go into the main tent now. Okay, we're inside the main tent. Due to space in the car, we don't have a carpet footprint because it's too big to put the carpet footprint, but we do have some little rugs. We've got 4 of these. where it's just something to sit on inside, makes it a little bit warmer. And also you double up with a blanket at night time if the kids get cold. We've got all our stuff sacks sort of over here, and the towels sort of hang up. I do have an outdoor clothing rail for things to get really wet. I can actually rig that up. We've got a wash kit and the coats sort of sit inside the corner. A few toys. What we do for the kids, we give them all their own bags, and we say you can fill your bag up with the stuff you want to take, and that is it. If it doesn't fit in your bag, you can't take it as personal stuff. All our clothes go in one army hold-all, and that goes in the roof rack on there. It's got a few toiletry bags. We've got my first aid kit. We've got the blood sugar and medicine box sort of in there, just in that little rubbish bag inside of here. But because I do have 4 young kids and they are autistic and sort of thing, they do need high level of entertainment sort of come around there. So this is my essentials. Sometimes you just need to just separate them and let them chill out, and they chill out with electronics. But we go walking and that sort of stuff. We're going to go walking in a bit. So they've got their DSs, they've got their tablets. Because I've got young kids as well, we've also got a heater or a fan, so it doubles up. This is a camping one, and it doubles up with a heater or a fan. And also I can charge my batteries up to the cameras and that sort of thing. There's cable along here. This connects up to my lights. I've got 2 lights. I've got one there and one over there. It's also got a remote control dimmer switch, so we can set it onto there itself. And I just hooked that onto the beams sort of on there. But these beams, I don't know if you see them, they are rigid. They're just pumped up to 10 bar. Oh, not 10 bar, I don't know actually. Little mark on the thing, and they're really rigid. This thing's had no issues at all. We've had heavy torrential rain and that sort of stuff. So we've got that on there. Right, then I've got my 3 sleeping compartments. This was, well, at the moment it's just one big one, and you got the little one. This is my 2 older kids sleep inside here, and all they have, nice and simple, let's open it up. Okay, so inside their one, they've got that nice sort of thick 2 to 3 season Vango Junior sleeping bag. It's got his little bag there, electronics, and they've got their teddies. Yeah, they don't go anywhere without the teddies. He's also got the binoculars, which we saw some deers a couple of days ago. We're going to go outside again, have a look round. That blanket, you can see that scout blankets, they've got all their badges on them. And then my daughter, she's got her one, she's got her teddies, her DS and her books and that sort of thing. And they're just on the basic roll mats, and they sort of fold up inside there. When I pack up the bag, the lights get rolled up in the roll mat, so they protect those at the same time. So that's those 2, and we'll open up the other one now. So how this one works is you're meant to have a 2-person there, a 3-person here, and a 1-person over there, but it has a central divide which I take out. So at the moment, because they are quite young in here, me and my wife sleep on the camp beds. I got a mat because I found out a while ago laying on one of these, it's just like a hammock, it sucks the heat out of you. So I just put one of those blankets on here, and that doubles up as a blanket to sit on the side here. I've just got a little lightweight Vango sort of sleeping mat. It's only 1 to 2 season, it's not too bad. I wear pyjamas in there. My wife's got an army one at the moment with a Merculine liner. She brings her pillow, a memory foam sort of pillow, to help her back support, and she's got her bed. And then the other 2, they've just got this some little junior sleeping bags with their we use inflatable pillows just to make it down. I've cut these army roll mats down to a little bit smaller because they take too much space up inside the car. Again, they've got their teddies and that sort of thing. I keep water bottles in here as well, just so we've got some drink in there itself. Right, as an added backup, I've got a lamp, so if the electrics go down, I've got a little battery light bulb in there. Underneath my bed, you can just see it, is a little red torch. That one's just from Poundland, just a nice little easy one. And they're just emergency lights. We've got one in here, and there's also one inside here, so if the lighting does go down, we've got it over there. Okay, so I hope you like this little tour. What I've got on here. While I'll finish off the little video, I'll give you a EDC pocket dump of what I actually carry around on one of these camps at the same time as well, just so you get some idea what I do as a family. So things I take out normally on a camping trip, which I carry on me, because sometimes it's not just the same things you walk around the streets or when you take out sort of camping. So that is for this sort of video. If you like this sort of thing, click down, like, subscribe. And what would you carry when you're camping? But that's it. Just remember, it's better to be one with the wilderness than to fight and struggle. Until the next video, we'll see you then. Bye for now.